Hey Geminis, I'm your host, Shamari Simone, and we are back with another episode. We have started season 2 already. I think this is the 3rd episode of season 2, so I'm super excited about it. The more I do it, the more I'm coming up with more ideas, so I'm excited for what the season has in store. I literally am I'm blessed I'm able to even do this, because, I just know how much worse off things can be and stuff like that, and I feel very blessed. Even with all that I'm going through right now in life, there's always something for me to be grateful for, so I definitely am. New hair today. I took it upon myself to wash my motherfucking hair. So I am no longer with the straight hair. I don't know how long I'm going to do this, but I've been doing it recently and I've been liking it, so I might keep doing it. I'm still trying to get used to having curly hair, which is so weird as a black girl. We're just taught to not love our hair, and now as we become adults, we start to teach to love our hair. So it's definitely something that I'm still working on, because I love me a good bust down, okay? But anyway, this episode I want to do a little bit different, because I've been yapping, and I really don't have much to yap about right now. I mean, there are little things I want to get into, but I'm thinking of making this episode a kind of interactive, not really a mukbang, but we are going to do a review, because I haven't done a review in a long time, and I don't think I've ever actually done it on this channel. So we're going to do a CRUMBL review. So right now I have 4 CRUMBL cookies that I want to try. And, yeah, I'm excited. The last time I had CRUMBL cookie, I don't know. It was a long time ago. It feels like a year ago. I don't really eat sweets like that. I don't really like sweets, but I went to go get a smoothie today after my workout, and CRUMBL cookie was next to the place that I go get smoothies from. So, naturally I had to stop and see what they had, because for some reason my period must be coming, because I am craving sweets. So we're going to do a little CRUMBL review. Their cookies are big, so I don't think I'm going to eat the whole cookie. I'm going to end up giving it to my siblings or something. But, yeah. So let's just get into this review, shall we? Yes. Cheers to something different, right? If you guys can see, there's the CRUMBL right there. Let's open it up so you guys can see the cookies that I got. I'm scared. Oh, okay. This is my first time looking at it. I just picked it up, and then I trusted them. But these are all the cookies I got, yeah. So, as far as you guys can see, because you're not going to be able to see that well, but we have 4 cookies in there. I'm going to read them off to you. So, this one over here is the Oreo. Should we just pull it up? So this is the cookies and cream milkshake cookie. And then over here is their Dubai chocolate brownie. This one was interesting to me. Oh. This one was interesting to me because I don't really like Oreos, but this is an Oreo cookie, but it's like the good Oreo. It's the vanilla crumb cake cookie. You know that golden cookie? I think that's what this is. It's that one. And this one is, I think it's like chocolate with peanut butter chips. Chocolate peanut butter chip cookie. I love peanut butter, and chocolate, so yeah, let's give them all the taste. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how we're liking that. I'm gonna start with the cookies and cream one, because cookies and cream isn't really my favorite. But this is what it looks like. Does that look appetizing to you guys? You let me know. Okay. The frosting is really sweet. The cookie is good. It's just really sweet. I don't know, I guess that's like normal, right? Cookies are supposed to be sweet. I don't know. since we're doing Oreos, we're gonna move on to the vanilla cake one. Cookie vanilla cake, I don't know. Either way, let's try this one. The cookie itself kind of looks interesting. It looks like the texture of a peanut butter cookie. I don't know. I like that one. I'm not gonna lie. It's not very sweet. I love, my favorite part of the cake is the cake part. There's a lot of that. The icing is very like, it's just not too sweet. I love it. I love that one. I'll rate them all at the end, but I really like that one. Next, we're gonna do the chocolate peanut butter chip cookie. Ooh. I don't like. Okay. Yeah. I like this one. Not sweet at all. This is a cookie that I can eat all day. No, that's dramatic. All day for cookies is insane, but they're fucking big. Either way, I like that one. Perfect amount of peanut butter. I love peanut butter. If you didn't know, that's probably why I like it so much. I love it. I love it. That's a good one. Alright, last one that we're going to try. Ooh, this is really soft and sticky. It is the Dubai chocolate brownie. I don't like the way that smells. I don't like chocolate that smells fake. Okay. Either way, let's give it a try. I'm going to buy a cornet that's not so much. This is insane. Look at how big this is, first of all. If a person is eating this by themselves in one sitting, call the doctor. This is crazy. This is so thick. So much chocolate. But it's not super sweet. This one's not super sweet. It's so much chocolate. Like, it tastes like there's probably it even tastes like it has mocha in it or something. But obviously it doesn't. That's what this one tastes like. There's this mocha cookie that I love from this one place. I don't know what it's called, but I like coffee taste. Either way, I like the crunchiness from the katafa. Is that how you say it? But I can't understand how someone can eat this whole thing in one sitting. I just don't understand it. Okay, let me go ahead and rate them. The cookies and cream one, I give that a 6 out of 10. It's a really good cookie. It's just too sweet. I don't really like it. The Dubai chocolate one, it was interesting. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I've had Dubai chocolates before, like the strawberry covered ones in Seattle, and it was okay. People really know how to really sell you something that's just okay. Facial expressions are everything. I'm not even kidding. Because they made that shit look good as fuck, but it really is not that. It's good. I'm not gonna say it's not good, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? The vanilla cake Oreo, golden Oreo one, I love her. Keeping her, definitely, I'm gonna give that one an 8.5 out of 10. And the chocolate peanut butter chip one, I'm gonna give that one a 9, 8.5. Honestly, same rating. Cause at the end of the day, I had them when they probably should have been more warm, and I would have loved it. So that's on me. But I'm not a big fan of cookies, so I don't know what cookie would ever get a 10 out of 10 from me. But unless it's like one of those, I don't know, those almond butter cookies? No, not almond butter. I don't know. There's these cookies that are so good. Okay. Let me scoot over because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? My fucking foot is like falling asleep over here. So moving on, music, dude. Like, what have you guys been listening to lately? Because lately I've just been like listening to the same music over and over and over, and I'm getting tired of it to the point where it's like I think that every artist sucks because it's like they don't make music like they used to. They don't make music like they used to back in 2016. And I don't know what was in the air in 2016, 2017, 2018, but something was definitely in the air. It was before the world started giving a fuck, I feel like. Before the world truly started to give a fuck too much about, like, their stature, how they look, how they feel, like, not even so much how they feel, but just how they look, what people think of them. Before the world started caring so much about that, that's when they made the best music. That's when the world was just the best. The world was just the best. Everyone always says they love that era, though. From 14 to 2018. 2019 was cool, too. That's the year I graduated, so I love that year, but music, man. Music, just not the same. And the people that I listen to now, it's like, Ariana Grande, love her always. That's my favorite artist forever and ever and ever. I actually just seen that she's going on tour, so you better believe I'm going to be at her concert. Growing up, I've never been able to go to one of her concerts because I didn't have money. But now I'm grown and I got money, and I'm going to be there. I don't care. I'll go alone. I never cared. Ariana Grande is my favorite artist, and to like go my whole lifetime without seeing her live and call her my favorite artist, like it just feels wrong. So I'll be there. I'm probably gonna go to multiple shows. Like I want to go to one of her shows in LA because I live in California, and because it's not until next year, like next summer, I kind of want to go to either the one in Texas that she's having or the one in New York. So I know she loves New York, so I feel like New York is just gonna go up, but I should go to New York. But we'll see. We'll see. Because fingers crossed, I get lucky. You know what I'm saying? But, anyway, yeah, so Ariana Grande, I love. It's just weird because, like, Janae, she don't make music no more. Like, whenever I feel like an artist goes a couple years without dropping an album, I just assume that they're not making music no more. And so it's like, singles are cool, but like I need albums. I need you guys to start pumping stuff out. Back in 2020, I don't know why it was so different. Everything felt like it was happening so fast, or maybe that's just because time went by. But dude, I'm telling you, like there was always a new song that everyone was listening to, and it just was never ending. Like there was always new music all over. Gunna was getting discovered. Young Thug, everyone loved all these people. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, now they're already here and it's like they're not trying anymore. Get it together. You guys have to keep up because we're gonna support you regardless, but it's like we also need some new shit. I'm tired of knowing every single word to the song. But I will say Mariah the Scientist just dropped an album. And I actually like it. I've been seeing a lot of feedback that people don't really like her song on that one, and they just feel like, you know. What I will say about Mariah the Scientist is that she is 100% a lover girl, and her music's always going to reflect her feelings, and it's easier to talk about love, and not even just that, but it's just like, bro, that's like where she is, that's where she is, and I don't like when people judge people for loving either, because we all want to be in love, whether we want to admit it or not. I want to be in love. I was just telling myself earlier, literally, like, I'm in this situation where it's like, I don't want to deal with no guy, and I just want a guy that I could just, like, sleep with whenever I wanted to do that, and then he just leave me alone. I just left him alone. Like, I don't really want love right now, but eventually I do. Like, it's never something I'm just going to completely rule out, but right now I'm not ready to have those feelings, that anxiety of, like, is he going to leave me today? like, whatever. Like, I have abandonment issues, so being in love is hard for me, and unless I find a guy who's able to just understand, and, like, be patient with me, and reassure me as much as I need, and not, like, he just has to be stoic enough for me, and I just haven't met a guy who's stoic enough for me. Like, all guys care too much about their feelings that I've met, and nothing's wrong with that. Care about yourself, 100%. I just need a man who can care about himself and me at the same time, and never make me feel bad about it, you know? And that's just hard to find right now. Like, if I could think of my dream man, he would be over 5, or he would be over 6'2", you know, because, I mean, I'm not the tallest girl in the world, but I like to wear really tall heels, and if I could wear 5-inch heels all the time, I would. So technically, I'm like 5'10", because I wear heels a lot, you know what I'm saying? I love heels. So, he has to be over 6'2". That's just, like, appearance-wise. Appearance-wise, he would have to be over 6'2". He would have to have, like, just a clean cut. I'm not really interested in, like, the dreads and all that stuff. I don't really, like, care for them. They're not, like, a deal breaker, but I like a guy just with, like, a clean cut and not hair that he has to swing around, because I'm just over that, you know what I'm saying? Maintenance, Jake. But, appearance-wise, nice teeth, you know, nice complexion of skin, fit, you know, go to the gym, all things that I have myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, nice teeth, I go to the gym, I have a nice thin complexion, and I like, you know, I got a nice body. So it's like, appearance-wise, we need a match. So then, intellectually, I like men who obviously are emotionally available and obviously emotionally intelligent. Like, I like a guy who is not afraid to be vulnerable and talk about his feelings. Like, tell me what I did wrong and tell me how to fix it, but don't tell me in a way where you think you're better than me. Tell me in a way where it's like you truly want me to fix this so you can be happy, because I'm gonna fix it. I have to know what I'm doing in order for me to fix it. Guys literally expect you to just know, and it's just like, y'all don't like when girls do that to y'all, so how could you possibly, like, expect me to read your mind? It's just not gonna happen, baby. I can't read your mind. Like, I can't, I can barely understand my mind half the time. You want me to read yours? And it's like, when I do be trying to read it, I be reading it so off, so it's just like, I don't want to read it. Just tell me. Like, you're a man. It should be so easy to just tell a girl, like, what it is, how you want it. Blah, 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 blah. Why are y'all so afraid of being vulnerable? I don't understand it. So yeah, I need a man who's emotionally available, meaning if I have an issue, you can solve it. If I have an issue, instead of feeling attacked, you feel like, oh, well, let's fix this. Oh, I don't know, what made you feel that way? Because it's like, I don't genuinely think anytime I've had an issue with a guy, he intended to make me feel that way. But it's the fact that if, like, I bring it up to you and you can't even, like, reassure me without making sure that you're good first, I don't really know. Like, if I'm coming to you with an issue and you come to me with all the issues that you have, now all of a sudden, because first of all, I don't wait for issues. When I have an issue, I tell you immediately. I'm not going to let that shit build up, because I can't let that shit build up. So if I have an issue, you're going to know. So if you're having issues, building up issues, and then I finally bring an issue to you that I have, you want to start telling me all this stuff. It's giving, and I hate to call men this word, so I'm not going to do it, but it's just not manly. You know what I'm saying? It's just, communicate what you want, communicate how you feel. It's just normal human fucking shit. No one's judging you. I would actually appreciate it if a guy communicated very well. That's another thing that I need intellectually when it comes to a man. Communication skills need to be a par. Like, I need the communication skills to be so good that I start to question my communication skills. Like, are mine good enough? Because the way that he communicates, I don't even think I'm living up to these. You know what I'm saying? I haven't experienced that, so, you know, that's what I know I want, because I communicate so well that I feel bad about how much I communicate. I start to feel like it's a burden. That's the wrong thing. That's never right. You know what I'm saying? Next, intellectually, I need a man who's obviously smart and who wants to do things just in a mature way. Like, as far as how they make money. I don't like scammers. I don't like men who don't want to get a real job. I don't like men who are, you know, feeding off of other people to live. Like, I get it. The struggle is real. You gotta hustle. But if that's just your end goal, like, you're just always gonna do this for the rest of your life, I'm not really into that at all. Like, when you're young, I get it. That's how you make quick money. But we're grown now. And there's men who have degrees. Why would there be women out here who's settling for men who literally have to trick someone out of their money in order for them to eat at night? Like, no, I'm not interested in it. I don't have to do that, and I make plenty of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never settle for a man who can't do more for me than I can do for myself. And I feel like a lot of men that try to approach me or try to talk to me don't realize it, because I'm not the type of bitch that, like, flaunts what I have. Like, I might have something and say I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not too flashy. Like, I have money. I get money. But I don't care about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about how much money you make. I don't care about how much it is. I just care about how you're doing it. Because if you're in a situation where you're going to possibly end up in jail, I'm not fucking with a jailbird. I'm not fucking with a nigga who's in jail. I'm sorry. I tried it before. It drove me crazy when the nigga got out. You know, that jail talk is a real thing. Don't do it. I'm not fucking with a nigga who is stealing credit cards, stuff like that. I don't want anything to do with the police. And it's like, as a nigga, you should be scared. You should be more scared of the police than I am. And the fact that you're not scared of the police scares me. You know what I'm saying? I be around police all day. They at my job all the time. I'm scared of the police, okay? I'm not into that. So I don't like men who can put me in positions where I might, you know, end up in something I don't want to end up in. Drug dealers, I don't want that. Pimps, please stay the hell away from me. The amount of pimps that I've experienced in my life is insane. Like, you would think, because I did grow up in Vegas, but, like, I experienced it more out here than I did in Vegas. Like, what the hell? Like, it's insane, because a man will meet you and know that you're not going for that, so he can't be your pimp, so he be trying to act like you his bitch. Like, you his top dog bitch. But the bitches never know about you. You're a secret. You can't be at their house. You can't do this. You can't do that. Like, that's just insane. That's just insane. And you know what? I was done before, and I did fall for that stuff where I just believe whatever guy told me because I didn't want to be alone. But then I realized that there's beauty in being alone. The beauty is I get to avoid shit like this. Like, men are crazy. Men are crazy. And you know what? I'll drink to the Speaking about music though, because I didn't really finish like how I felt about men, but intellectually, like, that's really what it comes to. Like, I want a man who can provide and just be stoic enough to deal with a woman. Like, it really comes down to that. I will follow a man's lead as long as I know I'm protected and he has me emotionally, physically, and financially. Because one thing I will have him is physically, mentally, and financially. Like, everything that I require from a man, I can provide as well. Like, I am a trick, too. I'll spend money on my nigga. I really will. I'll buy you whatever you want. I will. You're mine. You're treating me good. Why would I not want to spoil you? I spoil the people that I love. I spoil my family. Why would I not spoil my man? I want you here. I want to show you I appreciate you. But what I don't do is spoil men just because they want me. Like, wanting me is not enough. I'm sorry, you can't just want me. Finding me attractive is not enough, and thinking that because you're into me, I'm into you is just insane. Like, no, it takes something. It just takes something that a lot of you don't have, but it's just something in how you communicate with me that makes me into a guy. And it's just like, a lot of guys will want to do a lot for me, and because I'm not a gold digger, I won't go for it. Like, that's not what I want from you. Like, that's just not what I want. I don't want that. And I know what taking it is going to mean, so I just won't take it. And they insist. So I take it. And that catches up to you. It does. And it's like, I always see these posts about, like, people saying pretty girls should never be broke. If you're pretty, there's no reason why you should be broke. But it's because I'm not willing to act like I'm into a guy just for money. It's hard. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and if they try to do anything that I just am not into, I'm not into it. And I think that's because I'm just not even so real. But it's just, I understand. Like, I literally understand what it's like to be human. And it's like, you really like this girl. Maybe you do want to just fuck her. And you feel like if she just shows you this back, you'll give her the money. Like, you'll give her whatever. But it's just like, I'm not going to pretend to like you. You know damn well I don't like you. And the fact that you know that, and you're still trying to get me to pretend to do it is insane. So just because of that, I'm not going to pretend. And it's like, I need a guy that I can be mean the fuck to, and he gets turned on by that. If I ever find in my life a pay pig, baby, I would thrive. If I found a pay pig, all I had to do was talk shit to that nigga, ignore that nigga, and he just sending me cash. Where do girls find men like that? Where they literally don't have to do nothing. That's what I want. I don't want to where I don't have to do nothing and they're just sending me cash. Because they like to know that they have access to do that. Like, yeah, she need me in her life because I send her the funds. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need. Where is those men at? And I know it's not going to be anyone my age. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about men who are like, you know, set in their, you know, got a little wisdom to them. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of age to them. But, yeah. Just, yeah. Like, right. For sure. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But, to go back to talking about music, I have been making music, you know. Your girl has been making music. And if you guys didn't know, I am a singer. I like to sing. If you couldn't tell, I'm always fucking singing on my podcast. Sorry. If I have the opportunity to not talk, I'll just sing. You know what I'm saying? When things get awkward, I usually bust out a tune. But, yeah, so I've been doing music more on my own. I've tried so hard with producers, and it just, you know, things are just never what they're supposed to be. You want to believe them. That's the thing. You want to believe what they're saying, because it would just mean that you just got it out. You just got it that easy, but it's just never that. It's just never that. I've had so many guys who were producers that will pull me into a studio, and after the first session, it's like every other session after that, they're trying to pursue me. I want to take you out. I want to take you this. I want to do that. And then you meet someone and they're like, oh, I'm not even like that. Like, I truly just see your potential. And it's just like, not to say that they don't. I'm not going to sit there and say they're just plain out lying. They see your potential, and they also see how beautiful you are. And they want more of you because they see how beautiful you are. And they think that, oh, I just let you, like, record in my studio, you should, like, want to fuck with me now. Like, I'm hella cool, too. No, that's not how it works. I'm literally going based off the fact that I want to be a singer, and you told me that you see my potential and you want to work with me. So it's like, I'm not thinking about any of that romance shit when I'm just starting this out. Nigga, we recorded one time, and you're already talking about romance. Damn. Like, y'all don't even play it well. And it's just the fact that, like, you know you're fucking with other bitches, too, so it's like, why do I have to be the bitch that you fuck with, too? You have other bitches fucking with you. Then you be like, okay, well, you know what, I don't want the romance, I just want to record with you, I think that you're really talented, I'll pay. And now it's, you can't afford my prices. Okay. So you don't want to charge me because you don't want it to be, like, a business transaction, because you wouldn't be able to handle that. You want it to be on your dime, you want it to be on your favor, so you can try to control the situation. I don't like that. And it's happened to me multiple times. And every single time I thought the guy was different. And he's just not. And it's like, out of all those times, I've only had one guy, though, who actually gave me my song. He actually gave me my song. Which I appreciate him endlessly for, because it is different recording on your phone and recording in the studio. When someone shows you what your voice really sounds like on expensive equipment and, like, on a beat that's just not a YouTube beat or like whatever, it gives you some type of like, oh, it's like, this is what I was meant to do. So it's like, it hurts when it's not real because it's not yours, because they're just playing you the whole time. And it's discouraging, and it makes you feel like, okay, well, I'm not supposed to be in this industry. Like, God would never set me up to do with that. But it's all about perspective. And if I just looked at it a different way and be like, he put this on my lap to show me what I can do. Now it's like, go do it. You don't have to do it here. You know what I'm saying? So I have been doing new music. I'm excited for that. I'm only getting older, and I'm ready to just start, like, living my life. I love dancing. I love singing. That's just what I want to do. So I can't stop until I do it. Thank you. Moving on from that, I want to play a game with you guys. I never really do this, but since it's season 2, I want to do different stuff. I tried it a little bit in the last episode, but I think I was going through an episode that day because I was having ADHD like a motherfucker that day. I was just rambling, but today I do want to do it for real. So I called it rapid fire questions last episode, but this episode I kind of just want to call it like, you know, let's be real. Like, let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. Let's ask the raunchy questions. Raunchy is not the right word. I did not mean raunchy. But let's ask, you know, the juicy questions and get the juicy answers, because why would we not? You know what I'm saying? Let's just move into Let's Be Real. Let's just move in right into Let's Be Real. Come on, let's go. Welcome to the rapid fire questions, or also known as Let's Be Real. Okay, so basically all I'm gonna do right now to you is ask you a question, answer the question, and expect your response from you as well. So respond to me however you want to respond to me. That's DM, comments, whatever. But respond to me. It's kind of rude to leave me hanging watching my whole episode and then not even talk back to me. That's like leaving me on red on a voice message. If I send you a voice message, you left me on red, I would think that that's rude. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you would too. This question I actually get a lot. And it's so weird that it's on my question list, because someone had asked me this the other day at work. But it's, if you had to be on a reality TV show, what show would you be on? For me, personally, I feel like if I had to be on a reality TV show, it would be something like The Circle, or something that had to do with pranking people all day long. I feel like something like that would be perfect for me, where I could disguise as people, or like just be goofy, and like it'll be okay because on camera, all I have to say is it's a prank. There's a camera, it's a prank. I didn't mean it. You know what I'm saying? I would love that. I would love that. Everyone tells me that I should go on Love Island. And you know what? I've considered it a couple times. But the truth is, I don't think I'm equipped for Love Island, because I just feel like I'm just not ready to expose myself that way. And when I was going to be on Love Island, it was 2 seasons ago. I actually went through the whole process of like trying to be on the show, and I chickened out in the last month of them like trying to get me to come out, and I just was like, yeah, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready. My body's not ready. I was super insecure about my body. I was super insecure just financially. Like, I was just like, I don't have any outfits. I don't have nothing. So I'm just not going to go. And, you know, I feel like everything happens for a reason. I think that process was just showing me that, like, I'm capable, and the only person stopping me is myself, because truly the only person that stopped me in that moment was myself. Sorry, I just got it all in my nose right now. It's itchy. But yeah, so if you were to be on a reality TV, if you could pick any reality TV show that you could be on, what show would it be? Next question is kind of juicy. Would you rather get caught stalking your ex, or have your current boyfriend catch your ex stalking you? Now let me paint the scenario. I mean, like, your ex catches you stalking him, okay, whatever. But yo current dude catching your ex stalking you could, like, stir up so many different things. So think about that before you answer. Now for me, I feel like I would rather. I don't want my ex to ever know that I was stalking him. But, like, a part of me, like, depending on the ex, kind of does. Like, yeah, I'm still thinking about you, but I won't reach out. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what you're up to. I don't give a fuck. You know? But at the same time, some of them I'm just like, please don't ever know that I exist. Like, forget that I even existed. You know? So, I will go with, I'd rather get caught stalking my ex. That's what I would go with. I don't know. You know? Next question. Okay. This question's kind of funny, but I have to ask because I actually have a story for this. But what is your most delusional, like, delusional crush? What is your most delusional crush moment? Because I'm sure it can't be worse than mine. You know what I'm saying? So, let me paint the picture really quick. I was talking to this dude, and he was so attractive. Like, he even had a little bit of a following on TikTok. So I'm like, oh, this nigga look-y got juice. Like, what the hell? This kind of seems too good to be true that he's into me. And so, like, I'm so obsessed with him, right? Thinking that he's so cute, he does music, and he actually is good at it. And he flew me out. Like, we got to know each other for, like, maybe 2 weeks, and he's immediately, like, come to where I live. Because he didn't live in the same state as me. And so, I'm like, yeah, I'll come. Like, what the fuck? He flew me out there. And I'm not even gonna lie, like, I'm over here thinking, like, on my way out there, like, oh, this thing's supposed to be my boyfriend, like, this is supposed to be my dude, like, look at all the pressure that he's applying, like, obviously he wants me, and he hasn't even met me yet, like, he wants me bad. And so, I go, and this is the first time we ever met, it was an amazing experience. He showed me a really great time in his city, and everything was good, right? Except for when it was time, you know, to get down in the bedroom. And it's like, I don't think we were connecting in the bedroom, if I'm being honest. I didn't really like what he had going on, and I'm not sure if he liked what I had going on or not, or maybe he was just nervous. I don't know, but what he had going on was just not enough for me. And so, I was like, you know, I'll get over it. Like, it's not that deep. Like, everything else, he's checking my boxes, so, you know, that's something we can work on. It's not that serious. This is what happens when you get married and you have sex for the first time. Like, it's not going to be amazing, but you guys work it out. So, this is something I can get over. So, I go back home, and, like, I just noticed, like, things changing in how he communicates, you know. Whatever, right? Whatever. But I'm like, I'm not going to say anything because, like, we did just meet. But he was telling me that he wanted to be with me. Like, he was telling me he's ready to be in a relationship. But we just gotta, like, you know, act accordingly because we live in 2 different states. And so, he ends up going on vacation with his family. And I'm just, like, left, like, thinking about, like, what am I gonna do? And then he gets back from vacation. And I already mentioned to him a little bit, like, hey, like, are you sure you still want to talk to me? Because I haven't heard from you for, like, it was, like, a couple of days I would go without hearing from him. But, like, I'm telling you, delusional. Like, I was thinking that this nigga was, like, supposed to be all over me. And so he was like, yeah, I'm just on vacation. Like, you know, like, just relax. Like, I'm still into you. We're good. Everything's cool. I'm like, okay. So then, like, he comes back from vacation, and he flies me out again. He flies me out, and this time, things are not the same. Like, at first they were, but we got into, like, little arguments about things where we just weren't seeing, like, eye to eye. And it didn't bother me at first, but then, like, later on, I started to be like, okay, that was maybe, like, a little weird. Like, we would argue about views of a man and views of a woman. Like, weird shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But this time around, he was more, like, on me. Like, love bombing me. One day, we had plans to, like, go to this amusement park. We had plans to, like, have a cute day. And we wake up and, like, the energy's off. He's just, like, sleep. And normally he's, like, awake before I'm awake. So I was just like, okay. So in my mind, I'm like, he's obviously pretending to be asleep, but it's fine. So I get up. I go into the other bathroom. And I start getting ready for the day. Because in my mind, he still said we're going to do all these things. I got to be ready before he wakes up. That way, like, I'm waiting on him. He's not waiting on me. So I'm, like, getting ready. Then I hear him, like, wake up. He's, like, you know, good morning, like, hugging me and stuff. I'm gonna take a shower. blah, blah, blah. We do our own thing. I'm getting ready, he's getting ready. So, like, now we're, like, taking videos together, and, like, he's, like, pretty much we're done getting ready, and he, like, lays out on the bed, and I'm like, okay, like, what are we doing? He starts talking about how he don't want to do what we have planned anymore because, like, he doesn't think it's going to be fun, it's going to be overly expensive, whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, like, okay, we can do something else. Then he goes on to, like, basically telling me that he does not want a relationship with me, and that, like, he thought he did, and he said he did, and he's sorry for saying that he did, but, like, how I acted when he went out of town was, like, freaked him out, so he just realized he's not ready to commit himself to somebody because it requires a lot of time and, like, effort. And I'm like, okay. That's fine. I just, like, say it's fine because I still had a whole nother day there. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, I don't know why you would tell me this now, but okay, fine. Whatever. And so I was, like, feeling some type of way about it, but I didn't want to show it. I just acted like I was cool. We ended up going to get shrooms, and we took shrooms, and I had a bad trip. Like, terrible trip, right? But in my mind, I'm still thinking, like, okay, like, he told me this just because, like, he just wants to, like, relax, but he still wants me. Like, I'm still thinking that the nigga still wants me. Like, I'm not believing him, but, like, I am, but, like, I'm not. And so, like, we take shrooms. We're, like, walking down by the water because he lives in front of, like, this lake. And we're walking by the water talking and stuff. And he's love-bombing me. Love-bombing me to the max. Like, telling me that he feels like he was made for me, that I was made for him. Like, I fit him like a glove. Like, he's just telling me all these things. And I'm like, you just told me you didn't want a relationship. So, obviously, I'm like, see, I knew it. That nigga was just playing. Like, he's afraid to love me how much as he loves me. You know what I'm saying? He's just afraid. So, you know what? Whatever. I'm leaving this night, though. Like, this night, I'm leaving. And so we go back upstairs, and he's, like, trying to, like, get active. And I'm not into it, though, because I'm like, at the same time, you did just break my heart. You just broke my heart. You just told me that you want nothing to do with me romantically. You just want me sexually. Is what I'm gathering. And, like, the shrooms are giving me clarity. I'm like, yeah, this nigga really doesn't fuck with me. Like, yeah, that's why I had a bad trip when I was laying on top of him. Like, it just wasn't it. Like, yeah. So I'm not even in the mood. And he's, like, kissing on me and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Like, this is not gonna work. I'm worried about my flight. Like, I feel like I should go. So he took me home. He took me to the airport. I already knew that was the last time I was gonna see this man. Like, I just knew, like, this is the last time I'm seeing him for sure. And so, like, I go home, whatever. We text a little bit. Do you know, 1 week after this man told me he don't want a relationship with me, he's not ready for a relationship, blah, 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 he had a girlfriend. 1 week after he told me all that, he popped up with his white girlfriend. And the reason why I say that she's white is because me and him had a conversation about he's mixed with black and white, and I'm fully just black. But he's mixed with black and white, and he told me that he felt like, you know, there's, like, a difference in, like, white girls and black women for him. And I know a lot of men experience, like, they feel like black women don't like them, and it's usually the white girls who go after them. So that's what they end up doing. But he told me that he loved black women. He told me that he loves black women more than anything. He grew up in the South, he said. So when I seen that, I was just like, oh, I just wasn't his type. He never had to lie to me. He did all of that, and for 1 week later for him to pop out with a girlfriend, like, obviously the man was cheating on her. I don't know if they were together, honestly, but 1 week after you already have a girlfriend is crazy. And, you know, they dated, and I forgot what I did, but he ended up reaching out to me and be like, oh, like, I told you I wasn't ready for a relationship, but, like, this happened, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, go away. And we honestly end up developing a friendship, kind of. Not to mention, like, last year he texted me asking me if he could stay with me while he makes music out here. And I ghosted him, and he blocked me on everything after that. So it's crazy that you could do something like that to someone and then expect them to still fuck with you the same way and get mad that they don't and block them on everything. But that's what happened. So that was a long story for this answer, but the point was that was delusional. I was delusional. I thought we were going to be together. And I was hurt. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that he had a girlfriend, I was hurt. Don't think I wasn't. I tweeted something about like how that happened, and that's what he called me. I was hurt. I was down bad. I was doing emotional shit. You know what I'm saying? But he lived in a different state, so it was like, really, what can I do? So I just let him know, like, you played me. And he's like, no, I didn't play you. I told you the truth. Okay. Anyway, next question. What is your most toxic dating trait that you actually love about yourself? Like, I'm talking, some men might think that you're fucking crazy, but you love it. You love it about yourself. You love that you have that in you. For me, I would say it's... I'm laughing because I just had this conversation with this boy. But I'm manipulative. I'm a master manipulator when it comes to men. I hate to admit this right now, but it's so easy for me to manipulate a man that's easily manipulated. Like, if you are gonna fall for it, I'm gonna go for it. 100%. Obviously, there's men in my life that I would never try that shit with and would have never tried and never did, but if I can get away with it, 100%. And it's so easy because I'm really slick with it that you wouldn't even know you're being manipulated. You would just think, you know, what was intended for you to think. So it's toxic of me, but I love it because it helps me. It helps me get my way. And you'll just never know when it's happening. That's the thing. Because we don't even have to be in a fight. Like, we don't, like, it could be on a random fucking day. Is that crazy? I don't know. What's yours? All right, so these questions now are a little bit more deep and personal. It's because I want to get a little bit more interesting. I don't want it all to be about, like, skeeving and, like, ridiculous things that I've done. But if you can relive 1 year in your life, what year would it be and why? I don't know why I always gravitate towards being 17. I talked about this in one of my podcasts before, but I thought 17 was like the best age. But I'm not even gonna lie, I think that I would be 16 again, because I'm only 24, and my 23 years of life, I did not really like much that I was doing when I was 21, that I was doing when I was 22, and that I was doing when I was 23. And so I feel like at 16, if I could have jump-started what I wanted to do, like I tried, if I would have just been more consistent with it, it would have helped me at 21 and 22 and 23. And it's like now at 24, I'm trying. And I did try at 23. I think I started my podcast before I even turned 24, but technically I was already 24. But, yeah, like, I feel like at 16, if I would have really took things more serious about what I was doing, it could have gotten me a lot farther than I am right now. And I would love to relive that year because I was still in high school, I was still innocent, and I was still figuring out my life. But I just knew always that I wanted to do something where, like, I just, I guess, was always recording myself or just always being recorded. So I don't know, but that never went away. I'm still doing it right now, so I love it. But yeah, what year would you relive and why would you do it? I'm really curious to know. All right, next question. What is something that you pretend doesn't bother you but actually bothers you? Because let me tell you, I try to act so hard when it comes to people in my life. I try to act like things that they do don't bother me, but they do. When people are mad at me, it bothers me. When people ignore me, it bothers me. When people neglect me, it bothers me. When people just do things that single me out or, like, leaves me out, it bothers me so badly, and I just act like it doesn't. Because I try to also think, like, maybe they're not doing it to me and I'm just taking it that way. But sometimes, you know, people can be really inconsiderate about what you might think about something
because they already know in their mind what they're thinking about it, so they're not thinking about what you're thinking, but it bothers you. You know what I'm saying? It's something that bothers you.
The feeling of being replaced with any situation. Like, I don't like feeling like I'm replaceable, but the thing is, baby, you are. You are replaceable. Everyone is replaceable. So the people that replace you, replace them. Like, that's all I have to say. Alright, to, like, reach the end, because I don't want to do this forever, but let's go ahead and do some more, like, funny type. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Yeah, I've been doing this for a minute. It's almost been an hour. Sheesh. Sorry. Let's do some more funny interactive ones, or just more funny questions. This is funny. If your love life was a movie, what would it be called? I feel like if my love life was a movie, it would be called Under Construction. To be under construction. Something under the construction. Something that's just not completed yet. Something that's still in the works, but like in an embarrassing way. Like my love life could literally be a bunch of SNL skits, if I'm being so honest. Like I could just skit out every single date that I've ever had or interaction with a man, and you guys would literally be like, girl, what the fuck? Men are crazy, and I don't realize it until after the fact. Like, in the moment, I'm just like, I feel you, you're human, you're emotional, but then later on, I'm like, that really fucking happened. And what the fuck, I just let it happen. That's insane. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Insane. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so this one's funny for me because I have a lot of these, but what's the most main character thing that you ever done in public? Because one thing about me is that I always will believe that I'm the main character. Like, why would I not? I have no choice but to believe that because I only know my life. I don't know anybody else's life. I literally wake up and go to sleep with me every day. I'm in my mind all the time. Like, I am the main character literally in my world. I have no control over that. But one thing I try to do is be the main character in everyone else's world. And so sometimes I might just do things that I feel. I love living in my child spirits. I love, my inner child. I love giving her grace. I love giving her times to shine, and I feel like I want her to take over a lot more than the adult me does. But sometimes she's a little shy. She doesn't come out, but when she does, I try to do that in public as much as I can, because the truth is like, we only have one life, and if I'm only being myself and fun and quirky and all those things that I am behind closed doors, what am I fulfilling? Like, no one gets to see that, so it's just like no one can relate. I'm not gravitating towards people. Like, I need to start being myself in public, and I started doing it more, and I've gotten a lot of feedback in a good way, so I kind of ended up loving it. But yeah, so what I would do is like dance or sing or shout or make jokes and like do crazy shit. That's why I said I would like to do a prank show if I was on a reality TV show, because I'm not really too embarrassed. I've learned to not get embarrassed. Like, I don't really get embarrassed because one thing I know is that things could always be worse, and this is not the worst it gets. Like, me dancing on the dance floor with a bunch of drunk people surrounding me by myself will not embarrass me. Honestly, what's embarrassing is that you guys are just watching me. Like, where you guys not joining me. You know, they say when you change your perspective. I'm telling you. But, okay. Anyway, that is it for today's episode. Thank you for watching the Hate Geminis. I hope this episode was a little bit more entertaining. I tried to not yap so much and just show you guys a little bit more of my personality. The CRUMBL cookie was very much needed because I needed something sweet, and I'm like, why not just review the cookies on camera? But yeah, thank you for watching. Tune in for next episode. Next episode, you already know, is gonna come at some point. I'm not really consistent on the days. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. But this is it for episode 3. Next episode, we're gonna be, something new. I'm thinking about reading some deep Reddit stories, getting in there, diving in there, and getting a little bit more like interesting with the sci-fi part. So if you don't really like that, I wouldn't say to tune in, but it is what it is. Thank you for watching The Hate Geminis, and I will see you guys next time. We out.